Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. I'm with Oculus Rift Reviews, now with Windows Mixed Reality. Today we're going to do a Let's Play and sort of review for Shape of the World. Shape of the World is actually not a VR game, but I'm playing it in VR with a VR tool called HelixVision. HelixVision is a VR tool that lets you play 3D fixed games in VR. The best way I can explain it is it's like playing a 3D game in a 3D movie theater. So if you've been to a 3D movie theater, you've seen a 3D movie, it's sort of like that, except you're playing a game. And I actually made my own 3D fix for this game. I used the Unreal Engine Universal 3D fix, to get this game, Shape of the World, to play in VR. Shape of the World is very similar to Abzu, and I loved Abzu. Well, I loved Abzu in 3D and VR. I was not a big fan of Abzu in 2D. So I originally played Abzu in 2D, and I liked it, but I wasn't really a big fan. I thought it was overrated because I just didn't enjoy the visuals as much as others did. But then I played it in VR, and in VR, the 3D visuals are just stunning for Abzu, and you really get that sense of presence and a sense of immersion that you're in this beautiful underwater world. And I got the same type of experience here with Shape of the World. Shape of the World is an absolutely beautiful, stunning game in 3D. It's definitely more abstract than Abzu. Like Abzu, at least, has some realistic, underwater creatures and stuff. Even though there's a lot of fantasy stuff in there as well. So, it's not all fantasy. But obviously, this is more abstract. It's got more playful creatures than Abzu did, and just the colors are more striking. And just the worlds are more vibrant, and stuff grows around you as you move to one side to the other. So there are big differences between this and Abzu. Just the way the experience goes. As you move along, you can see the world just grow all around you and just sprout like from out of nowhere. And that's an intended experience. It's not in case you're wondering, oh, that's video pop-up issue. No, it's not. It's actually how the game plays. It's how the game is intended. And it's just a super colorful world, and you got this really chill music that you're listening to, and it's just a great relaxation game. You just go on this journey, and you kind of just enjoy the ride, and that's really the point of this game. There really is no other point. Obviously, there are objectives that you can go for, and eventually there is an end game. I finished this game in about a little less than 90 minutes, but I thoroughly enjoyed those 90 minutes. I did it all in one sitting, which is very rare for me, especially in VR. Usually, it's rare for me to finish a game in one sitting, but I did it for this game, even though it's not a very long game. That's just rare for me, because usually I need breaks in VR, like after an hour of playing, and it was pretty late at night too, so I was already sleepy even before I started playing, but I just had to finish the game. I didn't know how long it was, but I had a blast. It was one of the best experiences I've had in VR. I've said that before with HelixVision. I said that with Wreckfest, and that still remains true. Wreckfest is still one of the best experiences I've ever had in VR. Truly amazing. But Shape of the World, like I said, reminded me so much of Abzu, and just the first time playing Abzu, and first time playing Abzu in 3D in VR. And you just capture that magical journey that happened in Abzu. You capture it here as well, and it's just amazing. It's magical, and I highly recommend it. If you have VR and don't own this game, I strongly recommend it. And if you don't have HelixVision, again, I highly recommend you do that as well. I mean, I've experienced so many 3D experiences in VR with HelixVision. If you look at my review on Steam, you'll see all the games that I played in 3D in a VR headset with HelixVision, and it's only $5. And in my opinion, it's one of the better tools you can buy in VR, and one of the better deals in VR, honestly. And Shape of the World alone, playing this in 3D with the HelixVision tool makes the $5 totally worth it, just on this one game. And I said the same thing about Wreckfest. So I've also played Mutant Football League, Soma, Canarium, just so many different games. I can't even remember them all. But if you look at A Plague Tale: Innocence, I played that one as well. So it's just so many wonderful experiences I've got to experience in 3D and VR with the HelixVision tool. And Shape of the World is, to me, if you have a VR headset, Shape of the World is a must-buy to try in VR. I don't know if Vorpix works. I haven't tried this in Vorpix. I imagine since it's Unreal Engine, it should work. I don't see any reason why it shouldn't work. Getting this to work on HelixVision was very easy. I just did the Universal Unreal Engine 3D fix, and that was pretty much it. The hardest part was just setting up the profile in HelixVision, with the installing in the correct place and launching it correctly. That was really the hard part. It wasn't really that hard. I just looked at if you're looking for an example of another game so you can copy it on HelixVision, that would be Superland. Superland is very similar. So if you just take a look at the Superland profile in HelixVision, just copy that format with HelixVision, you'll get it to work. Did I already do that over there? And one thing I learned from my first playthrough is just to be more relaxed. In my first playthrough, I kind of was just trying very hard to find those triangles, but really hard going after those goals. But definitely now I'm just going to be more chill, more relaxed. Whether I get there or not, I'll get there eventually, Just enjoy the visuals, just enjoy the journey. Don't worry about finding where to go or what to do. You'll get there. The main point is just to enjoy the ride. Enjoy the visuals, enjoy the sounds. I believe that's how this game is meant to be played, and if you're not doing it that way, then you're doing it wrong. Honestly. And I think I did it wrong in my first playthrough. Again, it was late at night, so that was part of the issue. I was like, it's pretty late already. But I definitely wish I could have taken my time a bit more and enjoyed it just a bit more, because, like I said, it was an amazing experience. And I definitely want to take different paths now. I kind of remember the ways I went, so I definitely want to go the opposite way now and see what's different. And there's no right or wrong answer with this game. There really is not. Play it however you want. My point is, try to enjoy it as much as possible. That's what I mean by, the right way to play. The right way to play is to make it as enjoyable as possible. That's it. That's the only way to play this. Don't rush. Shape of the World. I had never heard of this game before. I only saw it because it was on sale, and it was on sale. Actually, it's been on sale this week on Steam. I just bought it 2 days ago, I think. And so I got like several games in a bundle from Steam, which Steam rarely has bundles like that. But for this game, it did, and the bundle price was pretty sweet. And it included Shape of the World, which was the game that I really wanted. Again, because it looked like Abzu to me. So if I could get another game like Abzu, that's what I wanted. And the thought in my mind was to play it in VR, in 3D, in 3D and VR, and it's worked out. It's exactly everything I expected and more. It's just been an amazing visual journey. It's been really eye candy, and, especially with a good piece of headphones. It's also, ear candy as well. In case you're wondering, you can explode these guys if you want. I don't really want to, though. And you can go underwater. There's so much of variety in this game, not just different colors as you go to different worlds, and the color contrast, the different color schemes. It's not just that. There's new elements introduced later on. There's like underwater caverns. There's like these monk bells or whatever that you can like glide to later on. It just feels completely fantastic doing that. That's one of the weirdest things to me, though, is how sometimes you can climb the stairs, sometimes you can't. It seems like sometimes you can do it repeatedly, sometimes you can only do it once. I think if you knock on the shells again, you can climb it again. That's okay. Like I said, there is no goal. So I think the first time around, I was like, okay, I got to make these stairs work. But now that I played it once, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go with the flow. I'm not gonna worry about it. So as far as my VR rating for this game, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. And the only reason I don't give it a 10 out of 10 is not because it's not full VR, because obviously this game wasn't meant for VR. It's just there are some issues. It's not 100% perfect as far as 3D visuals. Although I think this game would be perfect for VR. So if the developer is listening, could easily make this a perfect experience in VR. The issues really are very small. And it wouldn't take much to make a VR game out of this. It really wouldn't. And so, like I said, it's been one of the best VR experiences I've had. This game is just screaming to be VR. Kind of like Abzu. Abzu as well. Developer of Abzu, if you're listening, loved your game in VR. Okay, so I think now I can climb up the stairs. Oh, there we go. There's a little pass over there now. But like I said, it doesn't matter. There you go. So as you can see, like the world sprouts around you. It just, like, as soon as you get close to it, it changes, it grows, and it's a unique experience. You know, the world changing around you. Like you're the in this universe, like we're so insignificant. Like we're a small part of it. You know, in this world though, it's like you seem to be the center of it. You really are, because you know the stuff. As soon as you go near stuff, the world changes around you. So it's very unique. It's very calming. If you're having a rough day, you know, at work, this is like the perfect game to come home to and play. There we go. That's the only thing that's kind of weird, is that can happen. You see those, but you know, they're easy to avoid. It's just those guys really that push you around. No idea why. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but okay. And yeah, just beautiful world. Highly recommend this. Anyways, I don't want to make this video too long. This is a must play in VR. So if you have a VR headset, go ahead and buy Shape of the World. And if you don't have HelixVision, you need to get that. You get so many new 3D experiences in VR with HelixVision or Vortex. You know, if you have Vortex, try it out in Vortex. And if you don't have a VR headset, I'm a VR evangelist, VR evangelist. So I highly recommend that you do that. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. If you like my video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Have a wonderful day, and goodbye.